We're here.
1931.
What are we doing?
Well, we just got here. We managed to escape the dystopian present.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, you did a good job. Now, you might notice a friend in the background who we haven't seen in, like 50 some odd years.
This guy?
Yeah!
What up, guy?
Good old Two Thumbs McThat guy.
Wow, the camera has changed.
In what way? You like it?
I just ran across the street. It would never let me do that before.
It's
Michael,
true, it wouldn't.
You
What up?
do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Wherever I want.
I like that no one is ever concerned by your absence. That's nice. There's so many... This episode, I'll touch on it more later, but this episode highlights a lot of adventure game things.
Alright.
Oh, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. I never really got a chance
I
to
got to
thank you.
8th of the 50 bases with Edna Strickland.
Yeah, sure, I'm grateful for that, but
But
I'm talking
most
about
of them are like
Yeah,
canoodling.
I can't decide if that's like
Until that
really
crisis,
a
I
lot of
actually
really
thought
tame
Edna
ones
and
and
I
then some like
disliked one
intense
another.
ones.
Well, I mean, that's
Or like
certainly
a
what I
long
meant.
list of
It's like you get to 4th base and then shit gets weird.
Forget it.
Yeah, well, we make a lot of mistakes when we're not seeing straight.
Oh my god, they should be gay together.
What I
That's what he's
distract you
saying.
From, the business at hand. Finishing
For
your
Back to
project
the Future,
for
you
the
know.
expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, sure. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for
These
my
days.
project, it's practically
Yeah,
done.
you know.
the rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked
He
the
said
rocket
last
car.
night. He's done all
More
this in
trouble
one
than
night.
it's worth.
Nope.
I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
What?
See, here's one of the problems. I don't know if you, I think they've already hinted at it, but, so the time machine was broke, we crashed it into a billboard, and then it fell down and it was in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Then, so like, Dystopian Future Doc Brown, he was like, okay, great, I'm gonna fix this, but I have to do it myself because otherwise time paradox. So he leaves, and then he's gone for like 6 minutes, and then he comes back.
Right.
And then you're like, oh man, I was super concerned you weren't coming back. He's like, why? I was gone for a second. You're like, no, you were gone for like a couple minutes. He's like, oh.
Uh-huh.
That's where we are now.
Okay. I don't know how to feel about that.
You'll figure it out,
do the
Emmett.
thing.
You only need a
It's gonna be
bolt of
thing.
inspiration, that's all. Maybe if you went to
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
the
Marty
what?
McFly's
It
the
was
most like
Edna's idea,
ham-fisted.
and she's really been
like-
cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little
I
confused
don't
here.
even know the word for it. He's so terrible at trying to convince people of things. He's just like, hey Doc, why don't you go see Frankenstein? Okay, first off, stop
Okay,
calling him
Emmett.
Doc.
And
Just stop
opening
it.
day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If
Opening
Edna
day.
catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch
So,
you around,
last time we were
Corleone.
here was what, like
October
August?
12th. Doc?
So like, another like couple of months has passed.
What is going on with the camera right now? Oh, I can do this apparently.
Were you not able to do that before?
I don't know. I didn't.
They may have implemented that. I know that's like a thing they were doing around the time that Back to the Future came out. It was not originally a thing.
Am I supposed to go this way? Is that why the camera's like focusing directly on this door?
Probably. I think you sort of need
literally
to.
can't see anything else, so this is where we're going now.
The game just.
Think of it, it is a
It's
bit
artificial
risky.
difficulty.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge
Oh,
into the
baby.
DeLorean and get to the right date.
No.
Gross! It's Edna Strickland you're
Remember how I
talking
was late
about.
picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuit.
It's horribly wrong with the time machine. Oh, good.
That's not what we want.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
get in it.
Yeah, right.
Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
We're stuck?
Clearly not our biggest
I'll look into
concern.
the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right.
You're
I'll go to the lab and
incontinence?
see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe
Uh-oh.
me, I remember. Better to
Is
focus
it weird
on
you out the
more
doc is dressed like a
clear-headed half
butler
of
for
the
like this
problem.
whole thing?
Yeah.
Edna. Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The Delorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
I love that. It's such a good line.
Except it's like super conspicuous, driving up and showing up in a DeLorean.
What? No, it's made of stainless steel. It's actually kind of funny. Give it a minute.
Okay.
It's that guy whose old lady
Right,
wife you
there
were
she
macking
is.
on.
My
Remember
soon-to-be
that?
Future
Mhm.
wife is nothing if not predictable.
Soon
We
to be
really have to
ex-future
talk to
wife.
her. I
Goddamn
mean,
time
you can't
travel.
Just hang out until you fix the time circuits and.
Oh,
Get out!
I'll
It's
talk
fine,
to her.
Marty.
You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone.
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
why not?
Alright then.
Clearly, this is not our dock.
Yeah.
What? Just drive your future car over there and we'll, like, show it off at the expo. Sure, I see no reason that could go wrong. Like, normal Doc Brown would be like, that could be catastrophic!
Yeah.
Time paradox!
He's definitely not as cautious as he
No.
was. What's going on here, Artie? How
Hey,
you
Artie.
doing?
Officer!
Officer?
Right. Don't blow your cover.
Wow, you suck.
Smooth!
Please keep your mind on the task at hand.
This sucks.
You
Can't
love
talk
Edna,
right now.
long time 50th base.
Edna, your man
Spell it.
companion sucks.
B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
Which of the 50 of Edna's bases
I
do you like
still
best?
don't see it on the
I'm not gonna
list. I'm
answer that.
sorry.
It's not
Oh,
appropriate.
for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed.
Their eyes are
the
both so
purpose
green.
of our
I know, I
fair
was
is
just
to
thinking that.
showcase cutting-edge
The
technology.
one with the greenest eyes will
That's
eventually
right.
win this
And to
argument.
burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
Stuffed
that?
crust pizza?
Not that I want to,
Oh, man.
but... Oh,
Go for
dear.
some stuffed crust pizza.
I thought you didn't like stuffed crust pizza.
I mean,
Mr.
I'm hungry. I don't know what
Corleone,
you're
you
talking
do pop up at the oddest times. What are
Keep
you
about. Everyone
saying
says that. Break up with Emmett.
He's so good at solving problems. Hey, you break up with Emmett.
Yep, I think that's
I need
that's
to-
the right
Whatever
one.
it is, I hope you don't
No,
have to
no,
deal
okay.
with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him
Her
keeping the
hat's so
books,
fucking
it's a wonder
jaunty.
the
Look at
Tan
that
Gang
shit.
got
It
as
is
far
very
as they
jaunty.
did.
That's about as jaunty as you
Have
can
you
get.
seen Emmett?
No.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And
No,
to think
you're a
he
monster.
didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him.
It's not a
I
good
know
sign.
anyone
That does
like
not
him,
inspire
So
confidence.
oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest
is not
time,
listening
I
to a
thought
thing
I
with
didn't
that.
even
No,
like
she
him.
truly is not. Haha, life
Yeah.
is so funny. Ha 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 ha.
It doesn't matter what I say. She's gonna interrupt me.
Well, you
This
know,
one.
These gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat,
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
50 Shades of
Yeah,
Strickland!
I appreciate your concerns, Mr.
So
Corleone,
here's my
but
issue
I
with
can take
this.
care of myself.
I feel
know
like
what I'm looking for in
all
a
of those
man,
dialogue
and it so
selections
happens
that I made
Emmett
just
fits
now,
the bill
yes,
to
completely
a
irrelevant to
T.
the actual story.
That's Emmet
You're not
Brown.
wrong.
Rhymes
Upon-
with clown, which I'm
upon
beginning to
sort of
think you are.
Re-examining the
Just
game
a
as we have done
simple
here.
mix-up, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure.
I feel like this
I've
game is
no
not
doubt
as
of
strong
that.
in that respect as the earlier Telltale games. Again, I haven't played as like a ton of the ones that have come since. This was like Back to the Future, Jurassic Park were sort of the dividing line. They were like the last ones to come out before Walking Dead,
not
and
as
Walking
nice
Dead
as
is
my
sort of
truck
the
back
new
in
era.
'86.
Right.
Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in '86.
So like, because the I think they sort of tried to play it safe here, and like not present too many dialogue options that would like go directly against the world, because it is such a carefully established thing. Whereas with something like Sam and Max, like it was just this big cartoon world, so like fuck
Excuse
it.
me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds.
Jeez, sucky man.
You got official business here?
Yeah, his mouth is so crazy. Look at it.
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers.
Whew. I'm glad we managed to convince him of that. Do you have business here?
Familiar.
Yes.
I know you.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
I almost macked on your wife. Maybe next time.
That would be like the best thing to say. Maybe next time. Did you just suggest you were gonna sleep with my wife? Maybe next time.
All right, Doc. How's it going? I talked to the person.
Well,
I talked to her.
and
Hand
She
gesture.
says she knows what she's looking for, and it's you.
What?
Can't be me. Wasn't me. Marty, we don't belong together.
You don't
No
have to
crap.
tell me that.
His face
Find
is so
out
crazy
exactly what the
expressive.
requirements are.
Like,
I
way
can
more than
almost
regular
guarantee
Dark Souls.
I know.
don't fit them.
What did he say to do? What?
He wants you to find out why she's attracted to him, and then make sure that he is no longer attractive to her.
So should I play my guitar for her?
I mean, you're not trying to make yourself more or less attractive.
Totally.
So yes, do it. See how far on 50 Shades you can get.
You said that Emmet fits your bill of requirements for a man.
This is an
Yes.
awkward sentence.
What would
And
that
her response
list
is
be
like,
exactly?
yes?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Corleone, you know that?
Alright,
Well,
so now we
his
find out
physical
the three
appearance, for
things
one
we're supposed to
thing.
do.
Shut up.
May not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well.
Alright, so
I
we
gave
gotta fuck
him
up
my
his appearance.
grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo.
Yeah.
You should see him.
Ruin
in
the
it.
white suit.
He looks
Got it.
positively
Okay.
radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
Doesn't
And
though.
he's completely devoted to me.
Oh,
That's
God.
important. I've
Right.
got no time or tolerance for
Find
playboys.
something to distract him
Faithful
with
as a
in front of
Labrador.
her.
Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes.
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant,
Get him
and
drunk.
it's virtuous through and through. His own
I
mind
feel like you've been
shows
playing
him to
too
be
many
a
adventure
model
games,
for
which is
others.
not a sentence you'll get me to
Great.
say
I
very
see.
often.
And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious. Just
I'm gonna
trying
ruin
to
your relationship.
understand
Yeah.
the female mind.
Well, understand this.
I think you should break
I'm
up with
not some
Emmet.
faint-hearted
Scribble,
girl
scribble,
who'd
scribble.
run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmet. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him.
Ugh.
I'd have to be thoroughly
Gross.
disillusioned before I'd call it
It's really
quits with
inappropriate.
Emmet.
There should have been
Got it?
protection. What?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
You don't know Emmett like I do. It's Emmett settling down. I don't really care about the mental alignment either.
What? It seems totally important.
Rather hard for me to picture Emmet as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet.
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Ugh.
Motors?
Who makes them...
Stop euphemisming.
You know.
You know, lady motors with their handlebars.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my
Ugh.
grandfather's white suit...
It's actually
and it
not a
just
dirty word.
glows.
I know.
Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
Alright. So, alright, I know what to do.
That's all the questions I got.
Very
Mess
well,
up
then.
Emmett's life. Got it. Oh,
Right,
look.
exactly.
Is that guy's wife?
Nope.
No, it's
That's Trixie Trotter, your favorite
mean
woman
this?
with a totally normal, realistic voice.
Dressed up as C-3PO.
Close enough.
Human cyborg
She
relations.
gets to come and go
Oh,
freely
baby.
and time forced
Emphasis
away.
on
I
relations.
love it.
Alright, so we gotta get Trixie to mack on Emmett.
You're getting places.
Alright, so...
But I would like to touch for a second. As you pointed out, the goal is generally to ruin Emmett's life.
Yep.
So, this more than any of the episodes we've hit on so far is really going to underscore something that pretty much all adventure games do, and no one really talks about.
What's that?
They train you to be a goddamn sociopath.
Yep.
Because, like, literally, just, like, you ignore, like, everyone else's feeling, you, like, steal whatever the fuck you want,
Yep.
and then you use all the things that you've stolen to ruin the lives of everyone around you so that you can get past, like, a security checkpoint or
Yep.
something. Like, that's what you're doing.
Yep. Let's do it.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed
She's very
halls,
good.
I bid
I
thee
would hire her.
welcome.
She reminds me completely of that like, woman who you're supposed to hate in Singing in the Rain.
Hey, aren't you
Oh?
the fellow?
Yeah.
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look
Like-
younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
You know who she reminds me
So
of?
what are
It
you
makes
doing
me
down
angry.
here anyway?
That terrible
Do you
accented
wish
lady
to
from
pull the levers that
Dallas in
control the
Manhattan, or whatever
future?
it's called.
Oh, yeah,
Ah.
she's pretty much
At the
exactly that
expo,
person.
silly.
Ugh.
Who is
Check
also
it
pretty
out
much
for
the
a
same
better
person from Singing in the
tomorrow.
Rain.
Did that person
All
actually
that.
exist? Was
Oh,
there ever
yeah,
actually,
that's
like,
actually why I'm here.
a really high-pitched, like,
There must have been...
Harlequin
There
type
must have
sounding-
been, like, some, like, famous, like, radio or early films, like, actress. Because, like, otherwise that stereotype doesn't make any kind of sense. Well, actually, no, it does. Like, I could see it being just a joke if the thing was, like, people not transitioning from silent movies to talking movies. Because they're
right.
just like, oh man, because like that was the thing in Singing in the Rain. There's this actress who was sort of like she was on the rise, and then Talkies came out. She sounded like that, and then she was just like, nope, nope.
Listen,
Let's just go for
I've
the
got a
jugular here.
proposal for you.
Oh,
I have
baby.
this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh,
She
poor
just throws out.
Anyone.
You see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah,
Motors
you
running.
are an evil imp, ain't ya?
And
Sometimes
another
a guy's got to resort to
euphemism.
underhanded
Chick
tricks.
magnet.
What do you say?
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry?
It might be a pill, but if I play dirty
That's
tricks
weird,
on
right?
every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Stick me an actual muse.
Come
look,
on.
my friend Emmett really
Just
needs
do
help.
it.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right.
Just
he
break
needs
up with
help.
Emmett.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
Let's do it.
I guess it would.
So,
I wouldn't do
Ah.
that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her.
Oh, okay,
Besides,
thank
it
you.
might tarnish my image as a muse.
Alright, so now we have to make her hate.
I'm glad that you've like found your groove in this, because like for a while, you know, you were just sort of like feeling your way through it, but now you figured out like, all right, where's this dialogue option going?
See,
All right, you've
see.
told me that you want me to make her mad at you, and then you'll fuck her up. Great.
Wait until the text should be read.
Back again, Mr. Corleone? What can I help you with?
Alright,
just thinking.
I talked to Trixie.
Found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
Didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
Oh, fight.
What have you
Cat
got
fight.
against
Get it on.
Trixie?
Let's do it.
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that.
She sucks.
I
Every time
won't
she
stand
talks,
for
I
it.
hate her.
As a socially conscious
Like before, I was
citizen,
like, oh, maybe
demand you
she'll like be
discharge that
redeemed.
muse.
Like in the past, it was
How
like,
do
oh, she
you
used to be
see?
nice, and then she
What's
got old
wrong
and
with her?
angry.
Oh,
Like
she's
at the beginning of the game.
qualified
Yeah,
to
no,
be
No, every time I
public
talk to her, I
at a
like hate her
public
more.
event.
Look, lady.
I think
She fits
I think
the
that's actually
costume.
deliberate.
She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her
What?
lines.
She's an American citizen. That's the
What more
qualification.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it's
qualifications
important.
Do you want?
But I think it's actually
These people are
important. Like they
impossible.
want you to have that sense early on. They want you to sort of be like, she can't be all that bad, and then you get back there, and at first it's kind of ambiguous because she's not like this terrible to
Right.
start with.
And not like a main character, right?
Right, but so like it basically goes all the way through Get Tannen.
Right.
So like by the end of that, like, you know, you see her and Emmett walk off in the distance, and you're like, oh sweet, they're like
Yeah.
together, and then like
Suddenly,
yeah.
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions
Good,
of
do
respect
it.
in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Oh, baby.
Does it?
But try
Does
telling
it now?
this poor sap.
Bad
She's
precedent
got
for the
him
future, you said.
completely
That's funny.
steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her.
You'll
No
never
doubt a woman
appreciate
like
the
that
irony
would
of this
left a trail
conversation,
of
you crazy
scandal, And
bitch.
I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
All right.
Heartbeat, you said.
So you wouldn't hesitate to get Trixie fired from her job?
If
Right.
I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer completely
So-
You gotta get the
bamboozled.
goods and
The only
bamboozle
way
her
to
or
snap
something.
them out
How
of
do I-
his
30
sword
slang.
would be to
Use
do
all the 30
something
slang.
Really shocking.
Do I know anything really shocking off the top of my head? Apparently not.
You do not. No.
Uh,
Nothing shocking enough to make Edna
That's
mad
all
enough
the
to do
questions I
all
got.
the things.
Very well. then.
Dominoes.
So now
How
I
about
talk to
you?
Trixie again?
Have you got any questions for me?
I think
no.
perhaps this will
Then
require a more
kindly
sophisticated
let me
touch than the
pass.
Marty McFly method
I'm
of
afraid I can't.
negotiation.
Until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd.
It is, because we need time for you guys to stand there and do
Marty
nothing.
Marty McFly's method is basically like superliminal advertising.
Right.
He's basically like, hey, you, join the Navy.
Maybe if I rub something on her? Yeah,
I mean,
just
that might
time.
help, but I don't know how it'll solve your problem, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm
I
nudging
feel
you.
like
I
serenading
will touch your
him right
face for $5.
No.
Okay.
Alright, so I can't talk to her, is what you're telling me.
It will not help you.
So what will help me?
You gotta get the goods and bamboozle someone.
Alright, great. Okay. So let's go talk to this guy.
Maybe we should talk to that guy next time.
Just do it then.
Later, not now.
Alright, bye.
Walk in circles. Nice, nice, nice. Nice.
Is it being more transparent than usual? I feel like I'm figuring it out a lot quicker than usual.
I don't know. Maybe you've got like your brain in the right mode or something. I mean, you're definitely. I was a little bit concerned. I mean, we haven't really gotten to the hard parts of episode 4 yet.
I want to take a look at this.
But
Problem
Why
solved.
in the world would I be interested in? Oh, what have
She's like,
we
this would be
here?
good for fapping. Wait a minute, it's Trixie Trotter.
It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
She's been inspiring boners.
Trixie? Oh, no, no.
It's a really hideous
What are you
picture of her,
doing with
though.
a
It really
dirty
is.
Like, it's a
postcard?
really,
She
like,
drew in a
unattractive
dirty
picture.
postcard. I swear, Miss.